Hi, my name is Robert Westberg, and I want to thank you for visiting my website, westbergandassociates.com. This video is really just an introduction of myself to you, to give you an idea of who I am, what I'm about from a business standpoint, and what I'm trying to accomplish. I really believe that the small to medium-sized business is the backbone of America. I initially started consulting for banks and financial institutions back in 2008 during the housing crash. However, I was very disillusioned by how things were handled and how things went down with that. I actually worked for Washington Mutual Bank during the crisis, and unfortunately, I believe they were one of the biggest offenders of why things happened the way they did. And that made me realize that experience working for them made me realize that I needed to focus on helping the small and medium-sized businesses. And that's what we do here at Westberg and Associates. We help small businesses, 50 employees or less typically, to have a digital or an online presence that allows them to compete with their competitors in their market, whatever they may be. We focus on service industries like plumbers, HVAC technicians, roofers, electricians, handymen, things of that nature. We find that they're so busy that typically those particular markets just don't have the time to invest or build their own websites. So we do that for them. And that's what we're here to do, is to help you build your website, help you have an online presence, help you to be able to leverage those digital assets to build your business. I've spoken to some people that said, hey, I've never had a website in life and I don't want a website, and more power to you. However, if you're looking to build a business, the old saying, a business without a sign is a sign of no business, is very true. Basically, you probably just own your job, and that's totally fine. If that's what you're looking for, just owning your job, more power to you. Great. However, if you're looking to build a business to where you can have a lot of calls coming in, be in the position to hire assistants for your business, bring on other electricians, other plumbers, other HVAC technicians, and build your business and start to build a fleet of trucks to be able to service a larger area. That's what we want to do for those entrepreneurial spirited people that want to have more than just a job. They're looking to grow a business, not just for them and the prestige that it may bring, but for their families and for their employees. Because through that business, you are supporting multiple families have a living and to be able to grow their families alongside yours. And we think that that is a very, very honorable thing. And we want to support those entrepreneurs that want to do that with their business. So a little bit more about me. I grew up a military brat. My father was in the Air Force. I spent a lot of time overseas. I went to high school, Kubasaki High School, Okinawa, Japan, and I loved it there. When I left there and I came back to the States, I started working for banks, which is where I started to do projects, technology-centric projects for banks and financial institutions. Eventually, I left banking and I went into the Navy. I actually joined as a nuclear weapons technician, a WT. We worked with nuclear weapons exclusively. And unfortunately, when I was in the Navy, my wife became ill at the time, and I did leave on a hardship discharge. It's one of those things where it was bittersweet. I had joined specifically to actually be in the DIFAR program, and I went to BUDS. Not sure if name dropping means anything, but Jocko Willink and I went to boot camp together, and we reported to BUDS about the same time. He showed up a week before me, and I was in the class right behind him. But I eventually dropped because of that hardship issue with my wife. Don't know if that means much, but I just think it's funny. I do have stories that if Jocko heard me repeat, I'd be a dead man. So I will not repeat those. So anyway, after the military, I went back into banking for a little bit, but eventually I realized that I needed to start to just build a business to help small businesses with digital assets. Been building websites for myself and for other clients since 2007, 2008, around that time frame. And now we do it exclusively. We want to ensure that we're doing as much as we can to help the small business owner. So if this resonates with you or strikes a chord with you and you feel like maybe you want to talk to me more and get to know me more, feel free to call me. On the website, in the header, you can see my phone number. You can click on that and dial me from your mobile phone. Or if you want to send me an email, you can click on the email there. It's contact@wanda.llc. Wanda is short for Westberg and Associates. So just to make it a little bit easier to send an email. Other than that, I really appreciate the fact that you're here on the website, and thank you for listening to my greeting to you. Feel free to check out every page on the website. It's not a great big website. However, it is on the platform that we use for our websites. We build all our websites on convertri.com, which has blazing fast page loads, which is what you want so that you can rank on maps and SEO organically, because Google likes web pages that load fast. If you don't know, anything that loads more than 3 seconds is usually the kiss of death, and people will bounce from your website and go back to Google and go to the next link on their search to find what they're looking for. So that's the reason that we've moved from a WordPress-based business to a convertri.com based business. Check out the links and the video on the homepage of this website, and you can see why we actually do it. And I give you a little bit more explanation about that. Again, thank you for visiting. Appreciate your time and look forward to hearing from you. Bye-bye.